The day was perfect. The weather was fair and the sun peeked through the clouds. While things seemed to be going well, a bit of uneasiness settled in my stomach. I knew something was off. The shift was unseen, felt, and eager to make its appearance, one that would now be visible to the naked eye. We used to stay hidden. The bubble of our existence promised a sense of goodness, and there was this unspoken agreement with quiet restrictions that left me unfulfilled. What we shared presented itself as safety, something that would provide covering in a world that prioritizes exposure. But I was restless. The peace didn't come until I confronted the whispers that didn't ask for permission to speak. And there we were, standing face to face. My eyes scanned the room. I thought the sound of my beating heart was enough to wake the neighborhood. A breakup was long overdue. I got tired of coddling opposition, and there I was staring it in the face. As I continued looking around, I felt the rug being pulled from underneath my feet. I began to lose my grip on a now shaken reality. My fall wasn't clumsy but calculated, and parts of me prepared for this moment. I knew this day would come. What they don't tell you is that once the rug is removed from beneath your feet, there is a floor, a foundation. So while my sense of balance was temporarily disrupted, I still landed on what is firm. I knew that as I stumbled around, fighting to find my footing, that I would fully stand again. This time I'd be different. This time I'd know the beauty in trying, the beauty in being seen and seeing rightly. This time, I'd stop embracing things intended to suffocate me, the things that required the purest parts of my being to camouflage themselves in places that threatened this false sense of comfort. I thought we shared something safe, but it was only when control led our conversations, when I committed to dimming a light that was never meant to be hidden. We were perfect when you defined my goodness. I was good, but only good enough to be a shadow. I was good when I checked the boxes and I agreed to the one you placed me in. I was good, but only if I complied with limitations. I was good, but only if I let go of my dreams, because there was only room for one of us to believe. What good is good if it requires something that at its core costs me the approval of the one who matters most? It took a while for us to stand face to face, but I'm glad we did. Sabotage pretended to be my friend. It clapped for me when I surrendered to it. It agreed with me when I agreed with it. It became a maximum security prison with eyes on the outside, not allowing anyone in. It aimed to keep me close, threatening to yell if I left because my presence was the only thing allowing it to live. But the death of what we shared arrived with much anticipation. As we stood in the room for our last interaction, I decided to walk away. There was a soft whisper that said, "Turn her loose." And with my hands finally free, I began to clap. I was no longer a hostage. I backed away and began stepping out into the open. It was there that I breathed in new air, and the newness embraced me. I was seen. I left comfort and sabotage in a room where it wanted to keep me, silent, bound, side-eyeing vulnerability like it was my enemy. I let sabotage tell a story, but confidence called out to me, and I waved excitedly like it was my homegirl from across the street. I recognized her, beyond the surface, and there I was being seen and covered. I didn't need a stage. I didn't need an applause. I didn't need a cast with supporting actors. I just needed to embrace the freedom and surrender, and remember the one who always promised to never leave me. The one who gave me the light and told me it can't be hidden. I'm free. Praise the Lord. I'm free.